pros and cons of each of the cloud service models. So we have learned that the three of them, you have the infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. So for infrastructure as a service, the pros um, are that there's no capex, so users have no upfront costs. And then in terms of agility, applications can be made accessible quickly and deprovisioned whenever needed. Management, the shared responsibility model applies. The user manages and maintains the services they have provisioned, and the cloud provider manages and maintains the cloud infrastructure. Consumption uh, consumption-based model. So basically, organizations pay only for what they use and operate under an operational expenditure (OPEX) model. And the skills would be no deep technical skills are required to deploy, use, and gain the benefits of a public cloud. Organizations can use the skills and expertise of the cloud provider to ensure workloads are secure, safe, and highly available. And then you have cloud benefits, which is basically that organizations can use the skills and expertise of the cloud provider to ensure workloads are made secure and highly available. And then we have flexibility. So infrastructure as a service is the most flexible cloud service because you have control to configure and manage the hardware running your applications. So basically, you have control of it, and there's no upfront cost. Can be Applications can be made accessible quickly, um, and it's pay as you go. No deep technical skills required to deploy, and yeah. So that's basically what you call as infrastructure as a service. The uh, advantages in terms of platform as a service. Um, I mean, the benefits are similar to infrastructure as a service, but there are some additional stuff. So we this so just like infrastructure as a service, there's no upfront cost. Agility, it's more agile. I mean, users don't need to configure servers for running applications, and it's again pay as you go. No deep technical skills required. Users can take uh, the users can make use of the skills and expertise of cloud provider to ensure that their workloads are made secure and highly available. And then you have productivity. Users can focus. This is something which is not there in uh, infrastructure as a service. So basically, you can focus on application development only because the cloud provider handles all platform management. Working with distributed teams as a service is easier because the platform is accessed over the internet, and you can make the platform available globally more easily. And you have a con that has limitations. The platform. There can be limitations to cloud platform that might affect how an application runs. So when you're evaluating which platform is a service platform, Which uh, platform as a service platform is best suited for workload? Be sure to consider any limitations in this area. All right, and then we have software as a service. The pros are again, no upfront cost. It's agile. Pay as you go skills is again no deep technical skills and flexibility. Users can access the same application data from anywhere. Um, so it's centrally hosted and managed for you. It's centrally hosted. That's important. Users usually one version of the application is used for all customers and licensed to monthly or annual subscription, just like M365. And now we have a comparison, but before we go to that, there is a con. Um, it's an as-is software. You don't have direct control of features. When you're evaluating which SaaS platform to use, is best suited for workload, be sure to consider the limitations. All right. So, and now we have a comparison chart. Um, Infrastructure service is most flexible cloud service. PaaS focuses on application development, and SaaS is a pay-as-you-go service or a model. And you can configure and manage the hardware for your application in infrastructure. Platform management is handled by a cloud provider, and in SaaS, you're just paying for the software they use in a subscription model. And if you look at this, on premises, you have control of the entire thing, right? Infrastructure as a service. It's only between data access to virtual machine. Platform as a service is you can only control the data access and application, and whereas software as a service is only data and access. So basically, the more you go to the right, the more things are taken care for you, right? The blue are the ones to manage by the cloud. So what is serverless computing? Um, enables developers to build applications faster by eliminating the need for them to manage infrastructure. With serverless application, the cloud service provider automatically provisions, scales, and manages the infrastructure required to run the code. And serverless computing are architectures that are highly scalable and event-driven, only using resources when a specific function or trigger occurs. It's important to note that servers are still running the code. The serverless name comes from the fact that the tasks associated with infrastructure provisioning and management are invisible to the developer. So you're not necessarily creating a server to run the code. I mean, it's running on a. I mean, you don't have to create it. It's done in the back end, and because you don't see it, it's called serverless. And this approach enables developers to increase the focus on the business logic rather than the infrastructure, and deliver more value to the core of the business. And serverless computing helps teams increase their productivity and bring products to market faster. And it allows organizations to better optimize resources and stay focused on innovation. So that is it for this unit. So in the next one, we're gonna take a knowledge check. So until then, see you next time.